Hello! Well, I'm not in makeup really, I just have lipstick on, so ignore my face, but we're doing something more important today. So look at the roots here, they're coming out. And also this is how my hair color looks right now. It's a little faded, obviously. The color has been faded, the one I did last time. So I want to refresh my hair color today because I want to cover the roots first of all. And yes, my hair also grows so fast now because I'm always using the Glam Growth hair oil. My hair usually, grows out so quickly. So that is why I get roots out all the time. Look at this. So we're gonna be applying a hair color. I'm gonna mix my new hair color that I just got. Okay, I'm gonna show you guys everything. I need one even color because this looks just a little too crazy for me now. And since autumn is here, well, almost winter is here, let's just do a little hair color, because every time I refresh my hair color, obviously your hair looks a bit more shiny, and I like one even nice hair color. So let's do this. Let me show you guys what I'm gonna mix, and also ignore my phone because I always break my phones. So I managed to break this one too, even though this is just like probably 2 or 3 months old. But anyway, let me show you guys the color and let's begin. Okay, here is the developer. By the way, developers all do the same job, okay? So you don't have to be very particular about developers. As long as you get this one here, 6%, 20 volume, okay? Not less, not more. This is what you usually tend to need for when you do like a permanent hair dye, okay? So I have this bottle which I reuse all the time, okay? I've poured in a little hair already. I'm sorry, I was making Instagram stories, so I already put some in there. Probably more than half. I don't know how you measure these things, but yeah, it's about half a cup, right? And it's also usually a little bit more than the color itself, only because I like my color mixture to be a bit liquidy and not too dry, because when you apply it on your hair, it really goes dry very quickly. So let me also share, by the way, the hair color that I'm using. It's the Maxima. Well, I think this is how you pronounce it, I'm not even sure. But the shade is right here. So it's called Ice Chestnut Blonde and the shade is 791, and this is how it looks like. I couldn't really find this shade in my favorite brand, L'Oreal Majorelle. They were actually out of stock at the local shop where I go to usually. So I had to get the shade in this brand. I have used this brand before. It's not really anything special, but it works. It works for me, okay? I'm gonna give you guys a link to the developer as well as this color, okay? So you guys can check the description. Let me just squeeze the bottle out, okay? Guys, if you have Olaplex 1, make sure you pour a little bit of that into this as well. I don't have it, it's finished, but I usually tend to always, put a little Olaplex 1 into my colors because it doesn't really damage your hair as much. I know a lot of people use that with bleach, but I use that also with my hair colors because it really protects your hair from the color damage, if that makes sense, all right? So if you have that, definitely always put that when you are coloring your hair quite a lot, actually, whatever dyes you use, it's a good thing to have always on your shelves. How satisfying is this, by the way? I love mixing this up. If I need a little more developer, I'm definitely gonna put some in because, as I said, I like my color mixture to be a bit more liquidy and not too dry-ish, because as soon as you try to apply the color to your hair, it does dry out anyway, especially if you have dry and frizzy hair like me. So the more liquidy your color mixture is, the better it actually is. And we are done. I like this thickness. I can still mix it a little bit because I don't want any lumps and bumps in there. So mix it properly, take your time. But I think this is a good thickness. If you like it a bit more liquidy, well, go ahead and put a little bit more developer. But I think I'm really happy with this. It's gonna be hopefully enough for my full head too. I'm just gonna section my hair into 2 sections. Really, I don't do anything very pro, but I just try to make sure that I apply this color on every strand of my hair from top to bottom. And I'm gonna leave this on for about, well, 45 to 1 hour. I'm just gonna keep a check on my hair. So when I'm happy, I'm gonna go ahead and wash my head. So let's apply this. I'm back into these little mini mirrors here. I love these mini mirrors, look at that. I mean, I did that like a while ago. This one fell off, but yes. Okay, so what I do to my hair to section them, I just take the front area or the crown area and just put them up in a bun. And I start coloring my hair from like the bottom first. So it's just 2 sections that I have to work with. So I just take literally small strands like this and keep coloring them, going all the way back, right? And then the front part, the upper part, I color that at the very last. Why? Because this part of your hair actually catches up on the color really quickly, but the bottom hair take a little longer to get colored, if that makes sense. So I start coloring the bottom first, and then we do this part at the very last. That way I have like one even hair dye. Let's begin. So what I do is I put the color in front of me right in the sink here. Okay, I'm sorry it's a little bit of a mess because I was working here now. So I just take each strand and I pick up the color, put it on each strand, I pick up the color. However, please wear your gloves, okay? Don't do what I do, because to be honest, I don't wear gloves. I know this is really bad, so don't do this. But the thing is, I always like to like feel my hair because it gives me an idea whether I have covered each strand or not. When I wear gloves, I honestly can't do really well. Okay, so I'm not going to be wearing gloves, but please, you should. Guys, I turned on the lights and I'm just gonna, show you guys a little bit of this. So as I said, please do wear your gloves. Well, I'm not gonna do that because I'm a little stubborn. I just take like small little strands and keep, going with my fingers like this. I feel like this way I really, make sure that every strand of my hair catches up on the color. And I'm really taking small strands, as you can see. I know it takes a little time, but to be honest, it's so therapeutic for me. It's so satisfying for me. Oh my god, it just makes my day. I really tend to enjoy when I color my hair, to be honest. It's a slow process, but I genuinely just enjoy this so much. As I said, it's very, very therapeutic. So if you're feeling some kind of way or like really not happy or, a little depressed or whatever, try coloring your hair like this. Take little strands, keep applying the color. You are going to enjoy this process quite a lot, trust me. Also guys, if you do enjoy my videos so far, please make sure you do subscribe to the channel. This part of your head is very warm, has more heat naturally to it, so it gets, colored very quickly and easily. Have you guys noticed that when you get sometimes like a hair color done, even from a salon, yes, the front portion of your hair is really nicely colored, and then you see the bottom and it's like, whoa, parts of your hair has not even been colored, and then you complain. But the thing is, she did color it, but it's just that certain parts of your hair, pick up on the color really quickly, and the rest just takes its time. And I know what parts of my hair take more time, and it's usually the bottom part. So I really take my time with this, and I do this first, and then I go up here, okay? Let me also give you guys another tip. I told you guys that I really love my hair color mixture to be a bit creamy, and the reason is that, as I said, when you apply color to your hair, it starts getting a little dry, right? Especially if you have frizzy and dry hair like me, your hair color mixture is gonna turn dry really quickly. And to be honest, once your hair color is very dry, sitting on top of your hair, then it really doesn't work as efficiently. So if you put a little bit more developer, make it like creamy like this. I mean, look at this. That way you're gonna color your hair flawlessly. It will be a bit more even also. And also what happens is that because it's so creamy, even if I put my fingers through it, I'm not gonna break as much hair. So if it's dry, let's say, of course I'm gonna be breaking lots of hair, and hair will be all over the floor right now. But because it's so creamy, I can easily put my fingers through it and it's not gonna break as much hair. If any of you, by the way, is a hairdresser watching this, please do leave us some tips as well, because many people like me, especially now since we have another lockdown in London, right? So I feel like I really love coloring my own hair myself, but professional tips obviously always help, and if I'm doing anything wrong, also do let me know. Well, I know the first thing that I'm definitely doing wrong is that I'm not wearing gloves, I get it. Okay, story time. So yesterday something really weird happened. And it was funny, it was sad also, but just like made me really angry at the same time. Can you imagine what happened? So yesterday I gave my card, like my ATM card, to my brother, right? Because he wanted to quickly like get something. And I also have like an online account called Monzo. Tell me if you guys have that too. I love Monzo accounts because obviously it gives you like notifications on your phone like all the time. You've paid this hair, you get a notification, you've paid this much amount right here at this time of the day. So it just keeps giving you notifications throughout the day, and I really love that. So my brother takes the card, he goes to, I think, Asda, he wanted to get something for himself or whatever. So as soon as he makes the payment, I get a notification that he paid like £6, whatever, right, at Asda. So I get the notification. I also asked him to bring me something. I don't know what it was really. It was just like probably ice cream or something. I told him to come back, give me the card and the receipt, so I'll just take it back from him, right? He comes back and he's like, oh, here's the card and the receipt. And as he's trying to give it to me, there's literally nothing in his hand. And I'm like, Amar, what is that? Where's my card and where's the receipt? And he's looking at all his pockets and he just cannot find it nowhere. And I'm like, Amar, oh my god, have you forgotten it there at the store or something? He's like, oh my god, I'm gonna go and see. He went out again and he came back like after like good 15-20 minutes. And mind you, Asta is not even far from our house. It's like literally 5 minutes or something, maybe less than that. So he comes back really upset and kind of like crying, and he's like, I think I've lost the card and the receipt as well. Well, this is not the first time he's done this to me. This has happened before. So I'm like, oh, alright. Well, I didn't really say much. What could I say, right? It's just I was a little disappointed, obviously. But the first thing that I do is I go on the Monzo app and I freeze my card and I order another one. And I, you know, you're on the app how you get the option that you can just like report it stolen or lost, and also freeze the current card. So I froze the current card. That freezes your card so that even if somebody has it, they can't use it anymore. So then I just continued with my day. I was praying, I was doing other things, and then later I get more notifications on my phone that go something like this: £25 declined at KFC. And I'm like, oh wow, looks like somebody stole the card. It wasn't really lost. After 10 minutes, I get another notification. Somebody tried £30 at Tesco. I ignore. Also, by the way, at the notification, you get like this option that if you want to defrost your card, you can unfreeze it right there. Obviously, I wasn't gonna unfreeze it now, right, at this point, since I know it's somebody already has it. After a while, what happens, I get another notification and it goes something like this. Somebody tried another £20 at Sainsbury's. Now I'm thinking to myself, oh my god, you know what? Whoever it was, at least it's somebody trying to buy food. They're not trying to buy something bigger like a laptop or like a phone or something, right? So it's not like really big risk. It's just somebody's really trying to buy food, and now I'm here feeling a little bad. At one point I thought maybe I should just unfreeze the card for like 5 minutes, and whatever they're trying to buy for food, or maybe it's somebody who really needs food. I thought maybe I should unfreeze the card for once, but until then obviously I don't have my Monzo card, and I really miss it because that's the card that I use literally all the time, because it gives you like the notifications and it really keeps me in check. My friend calls me, so while I'm thinking all of this, my friend calls me. She's like, hey, what happened? You know, I'm like, just something weird just happened. I don't know, what do you think? Should I just unfreeze my card for once? And she's like, of course, Isha. You should unfreeze your card. Why not? In fact, every time your card gets stolen, keep it unfrozen, just so somebody can pay for their food with that. Also, why don't you just name your card? You know, you can give names to your cards. So she's like, why don't you just name your card Orphan Card? You know, Orphanage Card. So every time it gets lost, you're still keeping it unfrozen, just so somebody can still buy their food with that. Silly. I love my friend. She's always giving me a reality check. It does make sense. So yeah, I did not really tap to defrost my card. I just let it be, and I'm just waiting for the new one, obviously. But yeah, that's just like a weird thing that happened yesterday. I was a little angry, because I really need the card, but at the same time I was sad that somebody's really just trying to buy food. Well, what can I do? Maybe they can steal from someone else who probably has a bigger heart. No, but even if you have a big heart, hey, you can't just steal, duh. But that's like misuse of sanity and misuse of humanity. But like the thing is, I really understand that people are really going through a lot of crap at the moment, because times are just bad, okay? And oh my god, I have color everywhere. Well, the good thing is I'm not as messy today. It's because I'm on the video. I think I have used literally half of the color, and I have covered these hair. This is most of my hair. Like, I have covered them really nicely. Even if I put my hands through it or my fingers, it doesn't break my hair because it's really, really creamy. Also guys, my hair was washed like yesterday, so it's okay for me to go ahead and apply my hair color. If you have a lot of oils on your hair or like dirt on your hair, or they have been straightened and lots of heat protectant has been used or anything, if you have a lot of layers of like products on your hair color is not going to work as efficiently on your hair. You know what, being a glamour girl does take effort, so this is just like behind the scenes, let's just call it. Okay, so I apply a lot here on this like crown area especially, because sometimes you do like a full hair dye and everything is colored nicely, but then some parts here at the end, at the back here, they're not nicely colored, and honestly it looks really weird, especially when you straighten your hair quite a lot, because that's what I'm doing nowadays a lot. I have stopped doing my Hollywood curly hairstyle, which is my signature style, so nowadays I'm just sticking to straight hair because I just feel they're more neat, especially now for autumn. I don't even like saying autumn anymore because I live in London, you guys. There is really no such thing as autumn here anymore. It's just like we go straight from summer to winter, kind of, you know. I think we also need to have like a name for our followers, so I just feel like maybe we should have like a name for the people that watch me. But like, what name should it be? Something I used to love calling my Facebook group community was honeybees, but then I saw a lot of people started to copy that and do that, so I was a little put off by that. But then I realize now, you know, original is just something else, and just because I think a name is cute doesn't mean somebody else never thought of it. There's many people who probably already have that name, so that's fine, right? So I'm just gonna do what I like to do. But I need suggestions from you guys, like what would you like to be called? You know what, this front part of my head always is a bit more messy. I think it's also because this area of like my hair is more frizzy, so coloring this is a bit more messy. I mean, I did the bottom part with no mess hair, but now it's getting a little messy here. I'll have to just clean up everything properly today. I'm now at the other side. I know that I'm not really looking at the back, whatever is happening at the back, but to be honest, the way I have sectioned the hair and the way I'm doing these strands, there is no way that you can go wrong, trust me. If you have mixed your color properly and you're taking really small strands to just go up and down like this, you have an even application, you can't go wrong, trust me. So just make sure you take really small strands, and to be honest, you're good to go. Make sure that your hair is already brushed properly. My hair is brushed and combed, so I'm good. I know some people comb their hair right after applying their color mixture. I'm not going to do that because that really does break your hair. Just doing like this with your fingers, to be honest, is good enough. I know some people will be watching me right now and be like, oh, she's not even wearing gloves, so my hands are disgusting. Oh god, I'm looking at myself without makeup, like in the camera, first time. Well, I always have days when I don't have makeup on. I'm just doing skincare and leave like some Youth Glow oil, like, you know, our 𝗓𝗑 Youth Glow face oils. They're really healing for your skin. I leave them on all the time on my skin, the oils and the serums and stuff. But I don't come on camera without makeup. It's just weird. I'm not used to this anymore. I literally have very little color left, and this is the last strand here. I still have a little left. I usually give a little bit of this color that's left to my mom because she always loves to retouch her roots for a little, but she's not really feeling it, so I'm not gonna give it to her. She has already declined our offer today. So what I have left here is this much. There, there's a lot still. I can do a lot of strands with that, but you see, we have applied everything so equally everywhere. I have not left out any spots at all. The way I did it, you really can't go wrong with this. So just take really small strands. You don't even have to be a pro at this. Just do 2 sections. You're good to go, really. This is gonna be like an icy chestnutty kind of color because my hair was getting a little too orange golden-ish, you know. So I really want to make them a bit more cold and not too warm. Even though I feel like warm colors look really nice in winter. They give you a very soothing, cozy look. But I wanted to go just a little darker. So whatever we have left now, go ahead, reapply, especially here to my roots a little bit everywhere, and then just massage my hair a little bit. Massaging helps. I'm also going to put a timer on now, and once we're 30 minutes in, I am going to see and take a look If I'm happy, I'm gonna wash it. If not, I'm gonna leave it on for another 10 to 15 minutes. Just massage my roots a little bit, because when you massage and the heat comes from your body, that's where your hair gets colored quicker. And also, if you have noticed, when you apply bleach, some parts of your head get bleached really quickly, like for example this area here. Why? Because you have so much heat coming out of this area, and the bleach catches up on that, and then it heats up, and when there is heat, it speeds up the process of coloring and bleaching and everything else. So when you massage a little bit, okay, your roots get colored really nicely. Please ignore my hands. I know this is disgusting, but if I had worn gloves, I wouldn't be able to do what I've done so far. I would have taken ages. Yay, we are pretty much done here. So when your roots start to match the rest of the hair, and also when your tips, you know, I just checked my tips, they also match the roots, this is a good time to wash your hair off. So I'm gonna go ahead and wash them. By the way, it's been 14 minutes since the application ended, so let's wash it. I don't want the color on too long, okay? But you guys have to see this on different lights, and when you see the roots are matching the rest of the hair as well as the tips, definitely check your tips. You don't want your tips to, you know, be faded and everything else is colored fresh. So tips do take their time, okay? Especially if they're faded and bleached like mine are. So yeah. Do you see that? Do you see that everything quite matches now? And I am ready to wash this. Guys, here is the fresh color. I still need to brush my hair, but yes, I've straightened my hair. So I just thought I should quickly show you guys my results. This is in a yellow light, if that makes sense. So this is how it looks like in a dim yellow light, okay? But in daylight, it looks quite different. Okay, this angle works wonders, but I don't know why I have this dress hanging here, but anyway, ignore that. I'm so happy. I know it's a little darker kind of brown, like hazelnut type. No, it was chestnut, right? So it's really nice, and it also came out shiny. This is what I'm trying to mainly show you guys, that it came out really shiny. So the brand of this hair color is really not bad. It's called 𝗪𝗓𝗪, remember? And I'll show you guys the color in daylight so you guys have a better idea, and if that's the color you choose, I will give you guys a link in the description anyway. See you guys tomorrow. I'm back into this little mini mirror here, which this is my favorite place here. But yes, we still have a little bit of lighting, so I'm just trying to show you guys this, but this is what it came out like, and I am pretty much happy. I will also, as I said, I will also attach a few pictures so you guys get a better idea. Everybody so far loved it. I went live on my Facebook group yesterday, which I do nowadays every single day. I will give you guys a link also, so join my Facebook group. It's a community of ladies only, like no men there, okay? Guys, it's been a few days I've had this hair color, and I'm super happy. Everybody has been asking me about this color online, and now finally the video is gonna be here. I've shared all the details, and also, by the way, I know it's been a few days, I also ended up cutting my bangs. So if you want to see how I cut my bangs at home, especially during quarantine now, then I'll give you guys a link to that video. It's also on my YouTube channel here, so you can watch that too. But this is exactly how the color looks now. It's super fresh, warm, yet kind of nice brown, kind of cappuccino brown almost. I actually like it. It's, again, as I said, it's very dark, a little more than usual, but I'm super happy. So guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I curled my hair yesterday and haven't brushed them, okay? So this is not my brushed hair, because if I brush them, of course my curls are gonna break, and I don't want that. So this is how my hair color and the haircut looks like, and this is gonna be my signature style throughout fall winter 2020. Okay guys, thank you so much for watching. Take care of your well-being, because that is very important. Also, do subscribe to the channel and keep eyes on my videos, and whatever videos you want to see next from me, please let me know in the comments below. I would really appreciate if you start commenting under my videos, okay? And also start liking my videos so we can reach more people, you know. I really need your support. Thank you so much.